me. Oh my. Oh, stop it. Stop it, Ice. You're so wicked. Oh, stop it. I said no.
Alicia, what's going on in there?
Shh. It's my father. Nothing, Daddy.
Open this door at once!
But, Daddy, I'm changing.
I'm coming in!
You have to go.
But I've just got my boots off.
Don't get cheeky now. Seriously. My father will kill. Daddy.
Alicia!
Daddy, no.
Why, you devil! I'll kill you!
That wasn't my fault. She tricked me.
I'll trick you, devil!
Oh, I'm out of here.
If I ever get my hands on you...
Hello, sir. How are you this evening?
Exhausted, friend. Tell me, where are you going?
Oh, I'm off across the mountains. How about you?
The same. Mind if I tag along?
Not at all. We can sing songs together.
Great. Sounds good to me.
Well, here you go. Is this okay?
Yes, this is fine. Thank you. For your trouble.
Why, thank you, sir. Well, I'm off. Heading north of the castle. Maybe I'll see you again sometime.
You just may. Farewell, sir.
Hello, my friend. Welcome. Welcome to the town of Vokesville. I trust your travels were not too unpleasant.
Just fine, thank you.
Excellent, excellent. My name is Udo. I am a seller of rare and precious trinkets, as well as a great source of news for the town and all across the valley.
You mean you're a gossip?
Call me what you may, as long as you call me friend.
We'll see.
Ah, cautious. I like that. Please come and see me anytime you need anything.
This guy is almost feminine looking. What a sissy. This guy is almost feminine looking. What a sissy. You consider roughing the little guy up, but you can't think of a good reason to do so. Besides, he might be useful later on. You try and shake the stand. It doesn't really do anything.
Hey there, Udo.
Well, hello there, friend. How can I help you today? Ah, the People's Village. You'll not find a finer nor friendlier town around these parts. Everything's kept shipshape around here by old Rayford. He likes to keep things nice and orderly. And for your amusement, there's plenty of shops and sights to see. You can check out the inn or maybe visit the general store. There's a tobacconist for all your exotic smoking and spice needs. Oh, and don't forget the magic shop. We've also got an apothecary, and there's an old graveyard on the edge of town. He's a tough old SOB, that's for sure. He's been the magistrate around these parts for the last 30 years or so. I'd say the town's so well kept because of him, he likes to stay in the good graces of the king. He's a pleasant enough fella, but don't let that fool you, because he doesn't suffer fools or troublemakers one bit. He'll crack your skull if you give him an excuse to. The inn is on the east part of town. It's a big old place. I think it was a giant meat hall in its former life. But over the years, it just settled into being an inn. You can get a reasonable room and some decent food there. The innkeeper's name is Kessel. Tell him Udo sent you. You'll get the Udo discount. It's right in the center of town, next to the tobacco shop. You know, it's no frills. What you see is what you get. But what you get isn't always what you see, eh? No doubt it has the kinds of supplies you need to get about in the valley. The proprietor is Owen. He and his wife are usually in there running the place together. Honestly, I don't know her name. I always call her Mrs. Owen. Let me tell you, if there's a center of leisure and luxury in this town, it's the tobacconists. Armand has the finest leaf imported from all over the world. He takes pride in his smokable products and pays premium to import the best. It's worth it though. He's got a great back room where the upper crust like to hang out, discuss business, and smoke their pipes. Real nice sofas and chairs back there. I've only been in a few times myself, but it was most enjoyable. Let me tell you, that Prospero is definitely one of those enigmatic characters. He's got a big, creepy house to the south of town. The gargoyles out front give me the heebie-jeebies. But his knowledge and products are second to none. Yeah, we've got a guy who fancies himself some kind of medical scientist. He's got all kinds of salves, potions, and poultices. Jared Smyrna, pharmacist, runs the place. Well, you're in the Valley of Krasna right now. We're part of the Kingdom of Lunaria.
You grab the barrel. It's so heavy, you think a dwarf is in there. Whatever it is you're trying to... The sign reads Volksville. It looks like it was carved a long time ago and could use some cleaning up. You stare intently at the grass. It's so green, man. You could get lost in it, man. Give up this life of moral turpitude. Join up with a couple of other guys, play some instruments, and travel across the land playing mandolin. Then you shake yourself out of it and realize that you are grateful that you aren't dead. You try... You consider cutting the little guy up, but you can't think of a good reason to do so. She appears to be busy at the moment. You have nothing to...
Oh, hello, my lord.
Oh, well, hello.
I must be on my way now. Take care.
This young man is vigorously hammering away at a pair of horseshoes. He looks like a decent chap. This guard is fat. You don't think he could chase off a pickpocket, let alone solve any real crimes. From the looks on his arms and the hammer in his hands, he looks like he'd be able to perform some minor dental work on your fronts, as well as amateur plastic surgery on your face if you attempted to touch him.
Good day, sir.
Hello there.
My name is Niels. I'm the assistant and farrier to the blacksmith. I'm preparing shoes for the horses. It's quite lovely, thank you. Yes, there's an execution taking place soon. I want to finish these shoes before I head down. They take me where I need to go. I made the chair myself. It's a pretty quiet town, never much trouble. Except for Gorth. He's always causing trouble. Surprised Rayford hasn't beaten him senseless yet. He's the local sheriff. He's a tough man, but he's always decent to me. Take care, stranger.
It's the sigil for the sheriff's office. If you're lucky and smart, you won't spend too much time in there. The door is locked. It doesn't understand what... A potted plant hangs above the stable. It looks... More barrels, probably storing feed. The base of the gargoyles reveal two names, Vigo and Hector. How droll. You touch the gargoyles. You don't believe in mumbo jumbo, but you felt. She appears to be busy. It doesn't understand. It doesn't.
Oh, hello, my lord.
Oh, well, hello.
I must be on my way now.
Well, that's a bright and sparkly sign. You see a tall, thin...
Ahoy!
Ahoy. We're out at sea, are we?
We're all adrift some way.
How insightful. Allow me to quote that in my book of Who Cares.
Ah!
Now, young man, is there something I might help you with? My name? Well, you may call me Prospero. I make it most of the town calls me Mr. Magic. It amuses them. My name? I make it Magic? Well, that's quite a discussion. Perhaps we can converse about it when we have more time. There's an execution coming soon, and we'd better not be late. Rayford gets into quite a tizzy about these things. Goodbye.
F that! You're not touching that. You try with all your might, but you just... You couldn't reach them without a... Whatever it is you're trying to do, It's a well. Not much to see here. At least from... You don't want to fuss with the well right now. You don't need water. And frankly, right now, you don't need trouble. You'd knock on the door, but you really have no desire to be polite. You'd knock. You're in the southern part of town. It looks like they're getting ready for the execution, but it's not quite time yet. I suggest you explore more of the town. You should probably also talk to more people. That's what I would do. But I'm not you. Sadly, I'm just a disembodied voice. This man is fixing and cleaning up the scaffolding for the execution. Gotta have it nice and in working order before you can execute someone on it. This man is... The blade looks sharp and mean. Man. You can't operate this now. You can't operate...
Fine day for an execution, eh?
Yeah, beautiful. Let them heads roll.
Indeed. Begging your pardon, sir, but I've got...
Hey there!
Whoa there! Hello!
Sorry, I know that I'm shouting. I lost control of my voice in a freak accident, and now I always talk like this.
That's unfortunate, sir.
Well, could be worse. Rayford stations me here so I don't talk to a lot of people.
Good call.
I agree. Well, I'm going to continue standing guard. You have a great day, sir.
At first glance, this man appears to be dressed like some kind of dark wizard, but he's smiling like a goof. At first... Well, this is one classy-looking broad. I mean, lady. I'm trying to be better here, people. She's a very nice woman. Well... You see a surly ginger man working at Matthew's meat hut window. You can tell he just loves his job. You can tell this gentleman sells apples by the handy apple printed icon on his apron. You can tell this Sir, there's a million things to touch in this game that are not him. Please feel them all up. No, just no. Bad form, bad form. Talk to her, and if you can't, walk away. No.
Hello, sir. I am Dr. Frank. Doctor, friend, storyteller, and all-around good guy.
Good to know. You're just like an angry mage.
No, I just bought these robes in the last city I visited, Agrubo. It's a great city, amazing culture.
And now you're here?
Oh yes, I'm traveling north, but, you know, bridge out, so I'm staying here.
Sounds like fun. Take it easy.
Oh yes, I will, thanks.
Good afternoon, sir.
Boy, you must be tired.
No, I haven't been running through your mind all day. Stutter away, stutter boy.
Well.
Whew. Smooth move, XsX. You have nothing to... You have nothing to...
Yeah, what do you want? Oh, and welcome to Matthew's Meat Hut. Our meat beats your meat. They make me say that. What a place. People from all over stop in to do things. He's a local bully. What an arse. Well, other than you arriving, not much. He's some kind of wizard. I actually avoid him. He's kind of mean. Ah, that guy can talk, but he usually has good info. He's nothing exciting, but his daughter is pretty incredible. I'd love to talk to her someday, but every time I try, I almost poop my pants and I have to run away. Armand is pretty exotic. He goes everywhere to get his stuff. Owen and Gwen, they're pretty funny. I hear them fighting every morning. He's a real serious guy.
Hello, sir. I'm Burke, and these are my apples. Can I interest you in anything? One bly for an apple. Hello, sir. Hey, we all love apples, but there's no reason to get pushy. Hey, we all...
No. He's a squirrely looking fella who appears to be running some kind of game. You clutch your purse just a little tighter. Two future Rhodes scholars throwing dice in a cemetery. They'll probably be lords someday with the... Two future... You don't want to start anything with him at...
Whoa, boys. We better stop here for now. Rayford's got an execution going on soon. Don't worry, we'll be back later if you're game for some action.
It seems they aren't up for chatting right. This is a rather nice fact. You splash your hand in the water. There's no point getting to know them now. They're all quite... There's no...
This is an interesting one. If I'm awake when they bury me, let me out.
There's no point There's no point
Good day, sir.
Yes, it certainly is.
I would stay and chat, but I must be going. We've got so much happening today. Rayford wanted me to go get something, but I can't remember. We so rarely have public executions. You are coming to the public square, right?
Of course, friend. I wouldn't miss this.
Excellent. See you there. May crime always cower in the light.
Indeed. Well, this should be an interesting day. I should make my way to the public square, eventually.
He's your typical town guard.
Hey there!
Whoa there!
Sorry, I know that I'm...
That's unfortunate.
Well...
Good call.
I agree.
Hey there, Udo.
Well, hello there, friend. Oh, yeah, that's a big deal. Apparently, this guy murdered some merchants who made their way through town. Rayford doesn't tolerate that kind of stuff. His head'll roll, and I'm sure his body and his head will be on display. Well, honestly, it's a vast realm. The castle of the king is to the north a ways, but it's been difficult to travel up there since the spring flooding washed out the main bridge over the river Silmowin. It's the great river. It not only runs through our land, but almost the whole continent. It's called Koningslist. It's a lovely place, actually. Very beautiful. And the king treats his subjects well. Yeah, we've got a guy who fancies... Good luck, sir. And remember, if you need anything, you...
The door is...
Leave the little... There is nothing on the cabin. Well, isn't this lovely? It's a lovely little place with canoes and an old shed, but there's a giant hole in the footbridge across the water.
Well, I sure as hell ain't fixing it. Not my job.
It's a hole in the bridge. Maybe someone started a small fire in the bridge and it burned right through. Yeah, that's your prevailing theory. You could put your hand through this hole, but you really don't want to. You might get a splinter. You have no reason to take the canoes. What was your... Canoes don't talk. This old shack has the distinct smell of dead fish about it. Glancing inside it, you can see various fishing items and a large canoe with a hole in the bottom. Wooden tools and implements surround the canoe. Obviously, it's being repaired from some past misadventure. You also see some fishing line, rods, nets, and oars. And upon closer inspection, you notice a perfectly good old hammer in there. You quickly swipe the hammer out of its safe cradle in the shed and carry it along with the rest of your junk.
Hello there.
Ah, I didn't see you there. Been messing with this net for the last hour.
Isn't that pond a little small for the net?
Aye, it is. But I lost me pole just a bit earlier. Biggest catfish I'd ever seen hopped up and ate the bait and hook hole. Took off. Yanked the pole right out of me hand.
Well, that's unfortunate.
Sure is. It's me livelihood. That were the best pole I ever had. Who knows where that demon fish took it?
They are crafty creatures.
What are you talking about? They're as stupid as a pile of rocks. That one's just lucky. It's me best one. I'd give anything to get it back. I sell 'em and I eat some. Rattle is my name. Thanks for asking. Most people just call me Fishmonger. Excepting for me pole, I'd be doing great. Well, me and the boys stay in a cabin just a bit from here. Apparently I smell too bad to live in town, hoity-toity bastards. They'll eat my damn fish, oh yes, but they won't let me live there. The woods around Volksville are tranquil mostly. It's pretty safe near the town during the day, but there have been a few rackety goblins mucking about deeper in, near the waterfall and such. At night, though, this little patch here to the north of town, well, there's something wandering around up there that just ain't right. Some kind of beast. I don't know what it is, but it's not natural. It's been roaming the woods to the east of here for the last couple of months now. I saw it once from a distance, and I got my arse right back home.
Your attempt at larceny failed, but you gained some experience. You don't think you could attempt that again today? The fisherman is watching you quite intently. You don't manage to steal anything. You have purchased an old fishing net.
Hey.
Hi.
What are you doing?
My work. I'm really gonna get to it, so I can't talk now.
Sounds fine with me, son. Happy fishmongering.
After walking through the forest a bit, you come upon what appears to be the main entrance and foyer of a long abandoned and burnt down mansion. The place must have been massive. You see it stretch out to both the west and east. To the east, you note there being the ruins of what must once have been a beautiful garden. Standing in this corner of the woods are the remains of what was once a magnificent old house. Whoever lived here was obviously very well off. This place is massive. Little remains of the house now. You pause to consider what could have caused such devastation. Then you wonder if that sort of power is still around for the taking.
You start to talk. Then you remember you're not an imbecile and stop.
The squirrel is picking at the ground and eating one. Leave the little fella alone.
You can't do anything with these rocks, but...
Well, he was wearing some armor, apparently not enough.
Crikey, his damn head fell right off into the stump. Got to admit, that was equal parts cool and gross, as there were still a few rotting tendons holding it on. You peer inside and notice an old steel helmet, complete with horns. It's too bad this guy died because he might have been a badass. You take the helm, figuring you could use it better. You need to equip armor in this slot.
Bring in the prisoner! It is by the edict of the king and the laws of the land of the valley of Krasna in the kingdom of Lonaria that here in the town of Volksville, I, J.S. Rayford, am here to carry out the sentence in the matter of the people versus the criminal Marcus Van Houten, who has been proven guilty of theft and murder. Does the criminal have anything to say?
Let me head roll. I defended myself and stole to feed my own starving body. If this is life, then my head is better served up fresh on a pole for all you people.
Very well. Marcus Van Houten, you are sentenced to death by the automatic blade. May the next life be better than this.
As long as I don't have to look at your filthy face, Rayford, your conscience is almost as filthy as my...
Take his head, tar it, and put it on a pike outside town to warn others of our justice. His headless body to a crow's cage to be pecked clean. And thus it is for criminals here. I will not tolerate them in my jurisdiction. Do you understand? You are all witnesses here today.
Rayford would like to see you in his office.
Hello there. You're a visitor to our town, I take it?
Why, yes, I am. Just admiring the beauty of the area. The river is quite a sight.
Huh. Yes, it is, stranger. Yes, it is. Might I have the pleasure of your name?
Yes, my name is Mr. Rome. Mr. William Rome. Pleasure.
J.S. Rayford, Town Magister. Pleasure. Well, I have some matters to attend to. Please stop by my office later. I'd love to chat with you some more.
Sounds good. Good evening, lawman.
Good evening, Mr. Rome.
What an asshole. Well, since it looks like I'll be here a while, I should try to make a friend or something.
Hey, mister. We've got a game going here, can't you see?
My mistake. I saw three guys hunched over, and I assumed you were all staring at a snail.
Staring at snails? Snails? I'm not even drunk yet. It's not snail staring time.
Oh, well, sorry. Didn't mean to interrupt your game of chance. Carry on.
Whoa, mister. You interested in getting in on the action?
Sure, what kind of action we got?
Craps, my good man, craps. The game of kings and paupers alike. Why? Because we all suffer from the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune. And well, we all poop, don't we?
That's both sufficiently deep and disgusting.
I aim to please. You aim too, please.
You're delightfully droll. I'm surprised no one's punched you in the face yet.
Who says they haven't? I didn't get this mug by avoiding all the fists to my face. Anyway, the game is... Well, here's the rules in a nutshell. You roll the dice. You get a 7 or an 11. You can count. Good.
Something's fishy. If there's anything I know, it's cheating.
Hey! I'm an honest man.
A sword always makes a man more honest.
Ah, no need for violence, my...
Thanks, I try.
Hey, you think you might be able to help me out? I've got something, but... Well, frankly, I don't have the stones to do it.
Few men do. What do you need?
Well, I need some blood from the beast that lives outside of town. I don't know what the hell that thing eats or why it works the way it does, but its blood is pure freaking magic. In my line of work, you need a little luck and some lubricant to get things done.
Are you a gigolo or something?
Ah, nothing so glamorous. You think the ladies are lining up to pay for a ride on this trolley? Jeez, mister, you think highly of me.
Well, I assume we're talking about sleight of hand mastery.
Is that a masturbation joke? Ah, you're funny. No, straight up. I'm a thief, a rogue. I steal shit. It's what I'm good at.
Sometimes you just have to steal things. World's a crazy place.
Ain't that the truth? So...
Sure, I'm willing to roll the dice on this one.
Yes! Okay. The beast lives in the forest outside of town. Careful, he's dangerous. You're going to have to kill it. I need you to get some of its blood. Well, as much as you can get. Here, take this. It'll help you out if things get a bit sticky.
Got it. Lead the creature. Sounds like a splashing good time. And the healing potion in case she's harder to kill than you've told me.
Thanks, man. I'll be here. All right. I'll help you avoid the gates. Here's a little secret passage that I've been known to use from time to time. Boys, a little help, please?
You'd love to wear this, but it's too small. You can't attack that. You just... You try with all you... You play around with it, but... You take the stick. That was a slightly stupid move. You pissed off those bees by poking your stick right into their hive. Luckily, your cloak and the river saved you from the multitude of stings. How's that? There's a bee stuck in your cloak. You carefully take it and put it within... This must have been someone's pride and joy once. A large hand-carved fountain and reflecting pool is now filled with green, scummy water and overgrown aquatic plants. To the north, you see a path and a cemetery beyond.
Hello there, woodsmen of the woods.
Sorry if we're a bit brusque, good sir, but we're busier than a whore on Fat Tuesday.
No problem, just wondering what's going on.
All these trees and brush fell down, blocking the north woods.
Normally, we wouldn't care, but Rayford ordered us to come out here and get this done quickly.
Demanding bastard!
Normally, we wouldn't be working out here. This place gives me the creeps. But you don't want to cross Rayford.
I understand. Well, gentlemen.
Thanks. You know, we should be finished up here soon, and then I'm never coming back. This place has been cursed since the Killington mansion burned down.
That doesn't seem...
Yep, it's definitely the door to the crypt, and it's Because in no way is this abandoned house inside the graveyard creepy, you open the door and... The smell of musty cobwebs and mold hits you right in the face as you enter the old mansion. You see that it's quite dilapidated. You also see the door to the chapel past the broken stairs. Leave the tomb alone, dumbass. Suddenly, the oddest and largest beast crashes out of the forest. You don't know what the hell it is, but you prepare for battle.
Damn it. Damn it. Damn it.
Damn it. Damn it. Damn it. Damn it. That's how it's done. It's the beast that you killed. The beast is carrying nothing. The beast is... You can't use that on... The beast is... The beast... The beast...
You attempt to gather some blood in the container, but there seems to be something else mixed with the blood. Oh crap, literally. The beast must have shat itself when it died, and it's all leaking into the blood pooling on the ground. That is the single grossest thing you've ever seen, or put your hand near. Here's a better idea. Try cutting the head off first and draining that instead. Bloody hell, the designers of this game are just sick. You take out your sword and cut off his head. It's the beast that you kill. You see an old doormat at... It's the severed head of Marcus Van Houten. Sadly, it doesn't look too good separated from his body. It's a gate. It's made of wood. You decide to name it Woodgate. You're one creative bastard. You can't make it over the gate, but you do get some practice climbing. Way to go. You feel... You climb over the gate. You have no reason to talk to Ian now. You should be trying to bring back the blood of...
Holy cripes on toast, man. That is grim. Nice job. But I didn't eat the whole head, just some blood from it, preferably in some kind of container. Holy cripes!
You collect the dripping blood off the head. You have no need to put that in the water.
Ah, excellent. I can't believe you did that.
That beast went down like a bitch. Well, it seemed parrot dog.
I'm impressed, sir. Now, I can't use this stuff without cutting it with some oil. The stuff is too strong. It'll eventually dissolve metal unless I add some kind of oil to it. I gotta find some.
Hey.
You got that oil yet?
Not yet, no.
Well, come back when you do.
Hey.
You got that oil?
Not yet.
Well, come back.
You'd knock on the door, but you
Hello there.
What, mate? What can I do for you? The name's O'Burr. This is Costigan. Well, this is it. A sweet little town to call home. Well, the tavern is about as lively as we get around here. There's a farmer's market off in the corner of town. All kind of people hanging out there. There's the regulars, but occasionally travellers show up to showcase their little oddities and all that. Well, the tavern is about as lively as the... Oh, Gorf's a prat. If he ever pesters me, it's usually for a blight to get a sausage or something. I just hand him one to shut him up. He gives it out worse to others in town, though. Frankly, I think he's dumb enough to get himself hurt or killed soon enough. Nice to meet you, friend.
Well, all in black, crow on his shoulder. Either this guy's a bit shady or his girlfriend was just murdered by a gang of thugs. It's the sigil of the tobacco. The door is locked. You touch the cold stone of the exterior. You think you feel something, a connection to all living things, and then it's gone. And life sucks again. And you're standing outside the store, touching it.
In Volksville, there's a town where the girls are all.
Standing near the local pub, he is harmless.
I once said my eye.
As you begin to speak, the town drunk decides it's time to... The Jolly Rogering. That sounds like...
Play your cards right and she might let you do that sometime. The bartender is a real beauty. Soft, pale skin, beautiful brown eyes, long, luscious hair, an ample bosom. Yep, a real beauty.
Oi, pal, put your eyes on something else. I'm no whore to be gawped at.
And spirit. You like that? The bartender is...
Oi, pal, put your eyes on something else.
And spirit.
This is one tall guy with a big beer. You also admire his mustache. You can tell he's a man of distinction.
The youngest of the regular crowd who's a regular bar patron by the looks of him. This fella looks like he's enjoying his... The bar...
Oi, pal, put your eyes on something else.
Play your cards.
Welcome to the Jolly Roger Inn, home of ales and lager. Occasionally we get some whiskey in here. Nothing fancy, stranger.
Sounds fine to me.
Well, it better. You're out of luck if you're looking for anything better around here. Welcome to the Jolly...
Sounds fine.
Well, it better. We brew it downstairs. It's shite, but it does the trick. Made from the best water and grain. That's what they tell me. I'm no brewmaster or chemist for this matter. Not a bad place. Just good folks trying to get by. He's all right. Can be a right bastard. Don't like public drunkenness or fights. He can crack a skull or two. I'm a lonely bartender in a small town. Are you here to save me, eh? Ah, the lads are good guys, farmers they are. They drink their crops. He's a big bastard, ain't he?
Everything is kept behind the bar, and Kit is keeping a close eye on everyone. You're not stealing anything here. You have purchased a single ration. Everything is kept behind the bar.
Here you go, mate.
You pay her and begin to sip your drink. It's as refreshing as you hoped it would be. 6 or 7 of these and you might get as giddy as a Lunarian whore.
Here you go, mate. Give me a bly and we're even.
You pay her and begin to sip 6 or 7 of these.
Here you go, mate.
You pay her 6 or 7.
Here you go, mate.
You pay her 6 or 7.
Here you go, mate. Give me.
You pay her 6 or 7.
Your mother once told you not to drink too much because you could make an ass of yourself, wake up in a ditch somewhere and not remember it later. You just drank that much. You have a pounding in your head.
That farmer's barn. Could be worse, I suppose.
You're not sure how long you were out for or what happened while you were drinking. Still, you don't have any knife holes in you, so it wasn't too bad.
Damn, I spent some blood.
And what the hell is that? What the hell is this thing? You must have picked it up while drunk, but you don't remember where or why you did so. It's the sort of sack farmers would keep livestock feed in. You take the empty feed sack from the floor of the barn. Hopefully you'll find a use for it. Otherwise, you're just a dude carrying a sack. You pick up the saw and take it with you. Searching amongst the tools, you find a bridle. You take A bridle is a piece of equipment used to direct a horse, and this one includes both a headstall that holds the bit that goes in the mouth of a horse and the reins that are attached to the bit. You learn something new every day. This is a handsaw. You had an uncle who could play one of these. This saw is too rusted to cut through anything. It needs to be cleaned or oiled. It's an empty feed. This bee is still alive. The little bastard obviously didn't. Well, this is just a lovely old farm, set upon the rolling hills outside of Volksville. You can only assume that this is where those 3 drunks from the pub work when they're occasionally sober. F-Acre Farms. You rub your hands all over yourself like a showgirl. You think about an alternative career should the need arise. You climb over the gate. The door is locked.
thanks. But...
Hello there.
What, mate? Nice to meet you.
Just as you start to pull out your sword, you remember your...
In Volksville, there's a town where the girls are all...
As you begin to... Play your cards right. The bartender...
Oi, pal, put your eyes on something else. I'm no whore to be gulped at.
Alice? She doesn't want that.
Welcome to the Jolly Roger Inn. I'm of...
Sounds fine to me.
Well, it better. Goodbye.
Hey, there's beer in my...
Is that a problem?
Yeah, 'cause it should be in my belly.
You are correct, sir. Drink up, eh?
Hey.
Is that a problem?
Yeah, 'cause it...
You are correct.
Leave the guy alone. Leave him. He seems preoccupied with... The door is locked. Look at this place. Fancy, fancy. That roof must have cost the pharmacist a pretty penny for sure. He must sell a lot of potions. A horse is a horse, of course, and no one can talk to a horse, of course. A horse is a horse, of course, and no one can talk to a horse, of course. A horse is a horse, of course, and no one can talk to a horse, of course. You sneak up to the horse and untie the rope. Too bad the blacksmith could see. You now know better to try something devious in full view of everyone. You should...
What are you doing?
Nothing.
We'll see what Rayford has to say about it.